Hello, guys. How are you? Welcome back. This is show number 6 of the Remi's Town Hall show, and welcome to you all. Thank you guys for coming back and hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. How are you doing? Let me know in the comments right now how you're doing. How's your day going? How's your week going? I hope it has been super well. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Remi from Remi Digital, and I am a connection building coach and a business coach. And what I do is I teach small business owners how to connect to their people, their customers, their clients, influencers, and I teach them connection building strategies that help them to grow their business, because I believe connection is everything. That is my slogan that you will see everywhere in my hashtags. Connection is everything. So I want to thank you guys for being here again. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm here every Wednesday. It is a town hall show, right? So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop those in the comments. And of course, I will answer them. My guest will answer them. I have a brilliant guest this week, and looking forward to our chat. And also, you guys can also find me in my free group. So before we get into the good stuff, let me tell you about that. Now, you can find me here every Wednesday at 6, but also every day I'm inside my group, which is the Get Leads with Connection Building Facebook Strategies group. I am in there every single day, hanging out, helping business owners just like you to grow your business. You are, of course, invited to come and join us. Inside the group, there is a ton of engagement going on every day. Each month, we have a themed business growth topic. There's a free mini weekly training with me and a community of supportive business owners, all learning about growing their business online, and in particular, using connection building strategy. So you are welcome to come and join us anytime you like. So before we start the show, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button right now, that would mean a lot to me. Or the love heart is even better. It just helps the algorithm to know that something is happening. It will share it to more people, and then more people can come and learn some stuff and get involved with what we are doing here every single week. So if you can share the love as you watch, costs you nothing, then I would deeply and gratefully appreciate that. And before we go a little bit further, let's do a little bit of house admin. Above this video, there is a StreamYard link. So if you do want to comment, make sure you click on that link so that your name pops up so that I can see your name in the comments. All right, so we're going to do the quickest tech talk ever, because today is an unusual day. And it's unusual. I'm just trying to find. I'm talking, but I'm also trying to find my my little banner to pop up, but it's gone. It's because my screen is in the way. Where is it? Here we go. Tech talk, aka the rant. Couldn't find it. It's not really a tech talk. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't. Basically, what's happening right now is that we are live, but we are not live. Okay, this is actually a pre-recorded video, and the reason it's pre-recorded is because 2 days ago, it'll be 2 days when you're watching this, I'm actually in the past talking about the future, but in two days ago I will have had an operation, and I didn't know if today, when you're watching, I didn't know how I was going to feel. And you know, after sedation and on medication and pain relief, I'm pretty much probably going to be lying horizontal right now as this is playing to you. But I will be in the comments, okay? So even though this is live, and this is the power of technology, by the way, this is showing to you right now as being live, but it's not live, okay? It's a pre-record. But I am live here in the comments, and my guests will be here in the comments too. So anything that you write to us, any comments you post, we will be able to see, because we'll be watching it live next week. I just didn't know how I was going to feel and if I'd be well enough, or if I could even sit up for the duration to film this. So this is being pre-recorded. Where are we? It's being pre-recorded 6 days in advance. So there we go. But we're still bringing you the same energy. And I didn't know if next week, Wednesday, or today when you're watching it, if I'd be feeling up for it. And I didn't want to cancel my guest, and I didn't want to, you know, break this beautiful run that we already have of you guys knowing this is going to be here every week at 6. So here we go. And through the power of technology, I'm able to be here, but not be here while secretly being here in the back. So there we go. Anyway, that's the end of Tech Talk. Bit rubbish, but that's what I've got for you today. So I'm going to just introduce you now to my guest today, she is also in my mentorship group. And I've been on her challenge, and I think she was on my challenge. So we're in each other's worlds. We're just going to have a great chat tonight. If you are a business owner who uses video or wants to use video in your business, then this is a great chat for you to hang around and do ask questions, okay? Ask your questions and myself or Becky will get back to you. But this is a great chat for anyone who uses video for their business, because hopefully we're going to learn a lot of things tonight. All right, so let me tell you about Becky. So Becky is on a mission to give women in business the skills and confidence to use video to attract, serve, and grow their businesses by showing up as themselves on video. And during her career running a science show company and as an international presenter, she fell in love with video and its power to create a similar impact to onstage speaking with a lot less energy needed. She is the queen of video, Becky Holmes. Are you ready to come on, girl? Hey, Becky, how are you?
Hey, Remi. I was like, how does Remi know all of this stuff about me?
I'm clever, girl. I'm real clever. Also, you put it on the form when you submit it.
Yeah.
So there we go.
If anybody ever wants to speak for Remi, she's got this amazing system, and you fill in a form, which must have been weeks ago now. But yes, I did tell you all this.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to, it's on my list of things to do. I think I'm going to turn that into a workshop, how to automate, like, I'm just going to beta test this on you. How to automate, like, if you've got a form and whether it's a podcast, whether it's for like client applications, how to automate it so that the emails automatically happen when people, so I'm thinking of turning that into a little mini workshop. Do you think that might work?
I reckon people need it. Yeah. Because they no, I don't mean that so bad.
How rude.
I didn't mean that. But when you start doing a lot of guest experts and interviews, when somebody's organized that as a speaker, you're just like, oh, it's going to be okay. Like, otherwise you just get like admin everywhere and it's difficult.
And that was my thought process. I knew loads of people wanted to come on the show, and I just thought, how am I going to simplify this so that this doesn't take my time of that they fill in a form, then I've got to send them an email, then I've got to send them a contract. And then I was like, let me just find the easiest way, because I don't have the time to be doing all the admin, and I don't have a full-time VA yet. So there we go. But anywho, hi, Becky.
Hi, Remi.
So I've given you a lovely intro, but do you want to tell us in your own words what it is you do and who it is you help?
Yeah, okay. So I am just absolutely passionate about getting women on business using video, similar to exactly the way you are right now.
Yeah.
So, and in social media, so shows or short social media videos, but also inside their business, so that they can take their genius and get it running on autopilot. So they can have like video lead generators, video products, programs. They can lead their programs by showing up and shining live in a space where people have paid to be. So I'm just like, video is amazing, but lots of people don't like video, and I'm here to like build the bridge to be like, come on, all of you can have this greatness that's over here. I'll help you get that. And I'm very similar to yourself, Remi. I love the tech. I love the fiddly bits.
Yeah.
But I just keep myself at a level so that I can, like, I don't have the latest technology. I don't have the latest phone, to keep myself at bootstrap level so that everybody is accessible. So I know some amazing videographers. Yeah. Kudos to them all. They're brilliant, but they cost a lot of money, and you get one video done and you're then like, right, where's my $2,000 for my next video? And I'm like, no. We can all have this for like a budget of nothing. We can all harness it. And for me, it's massively about connection. So exactly the same as you. Video builds connection. Doesn't need to be fancy pants. It's accessible to everybody. Let's all do it. So that's what I am here for.
Amen. Preach it to the choir, girl. I hear you. It's so true. And yeah, sometimes people really overcomplicate it, like thinking they've got to have a perfect background or perfect scenery or all the latest sort of cameras. It's like you can just do it on a smartphone. Like it can be so simple. And it doesn't have to be overly complicated. And I don't particularly have lots of expensive equipment. I have cheap little bits, and it's all been acquired over time. This being the latest investment of a nice,
very nice. It's very
40,
nice.
50
I have
quid
stolen my AirPods off my son.
You got to make it work by whatever means. So tell me, Becky, how did you get into being a video coach and a video and confidence coach, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So what led you into doing that?
Yeah, so my career, once I left university where I did physics, I became a science presenter. So I essentially travelled around. I did schools, festivals and abroad, doing large stage science shows to kids, drunk people, depends what kind of venue you're at.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I've had the best kind of like job forever, but then I had children and I'd go away and I'd miss them and all this malarkey.
Cool.
But I still wanted to do my mission, which was to, at the time, it's not my mission now, but at the time it was to inspire the next generation to do science and engineering with these cool shows.
Love
and
that.
I was like, I still want to do that. I don't want to travel, and I am techie, and it was like, oh, we can do videos. And obviously I'm an already skilled presenter, so moving that to camera there is an art to it, but one I was able to adapt to, and I loved that. And I was a presenter trainer at the time, teaching scientists. As you can imagine, teaching scientists gets a bit boring because they all believe that, not all of them, but lots of them believe they don't need to be better presenters. And I was like, I want to take my knowledge somewhere where I can make more impact, and that was teaching women in business, because if you teach a woman to be confident on camera, she can do anything.
Amen.
So it's totally so that's where it came from. And so I stopped. I was associate director of the science show company. I stopped in August 2020 and went all in on my like side hustle.
Brilliant.
So that's where I am now, fully doing video confidence training.
Marvelous. What is one tip that you would give to a business owner who struggles with their confidence on video?
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
So I'll pick this one because obviously I'm like it's my full-time job. This is Remi. So the one thing is, I think people dive in and there's so many elements to it. So they dive into making a video, or they don't dive in, they procrastinate because this very reason. But you've got the tech, so that is complicated a little bit, because you've got to decide. Even if you're using simple stuff, you've got decisions to make. Then you've got the presenting to camera aspect, and then you've got like I'm talking about my business. And it's sometimes people get into video at the beginning of their business because it's such a great way to grow it. So those are different aspects, and you need to tackle one at a time. So if it's the first time you've ever said, hi, I'm Remi and I'm a connection building coach, it's hard because it's an identity piece. So trying to do that and get to grips with video and learn to present to camera instead of doing it off like the front of a networking event, for example, is so difficult. So what I'd suggest is do one at a time. And the main one is don't make videos about your business to start with, because it's the identity piece. You might not have made a sale yet. So you're like, I've got this product and it does, and it's so hard. But
very
it's
true.
easy to talk about your background, or to send videos to your niece and nephew wishing them happy birthday, and just get in that mindset that everything's content. Pick up a camera and talk. It doesn't have to straight away be about your business. So I talk about like safe spaces. Find the next space for you, make a few videos, make your mistakes in that arena, then the next bit and the next bit. And sometimes it's really hard to say what our business is because we don't know what we sell, what we do, what we stand for, what our mission is, who our ideal client is. So I get people in my workshops and they're like, I don't know any of these stuff. And I'm like, you're not ready for me yet, because that's literally paperwork that you need to do. Like, but they try and do it with the camera in their face, and they're like, or the video hates me, and it's like, oh, did you have it all nailed? So everything starts with like nailing your business, and then once you're confident, then you can start. And that's why we're in the same mentorship group, and I love people who come from that one, because they get all their ducks in a row with their business, and then once you know exactly what you're doing, video is amazing for spreading that message. But it can be hard if you're not truly got everything. I don't believe you need everything perfect, but just do some groundwork off camera and then jump on.
I agree. You have to have that foundational groundwork of your business done in order to start confidently showing up on video. And I think that's a great tip about, talk about something else first. Even if you just start a group that's nobody in it, and you just go live in that group and you talk about, just to get that practice in, just talk about anything that's not your business yet, as a way to build confidence, and just to break the nerves a little bit, and just to get used to, seeing the light when you go live, and
exactly,
that feeling that it triggers of, oh shit, I'm live, like I've got a
so going live, for example, in a coaching group you're in, or a group of, sometimes people, it's got to be right for you, because I would go live with a group with just my sisters in, but some people, that would be the most judgy place ever. Obviously they're, mine are not, so I go in there. Or you can, this is a good tip, if anybody's worried about going live, you can set it so that it's private, so that only you can see it. Or I could say, oh, Remi, I'm just going to set it so you can see it. And then you can go live on your profile and literally go live, turn up, and just play with the buttons. Because I'm not a fan of filters, but there is tons of filters. There's so much you can do once you get in there. So if you haven't got the pressure of, and now I need to perform as well, what if somebody comes? So just whatever's the next stage for you, find that and just work your way up.
I think that's brilliant advice. And I spoke to Emma Kirkham a couple of weeks ago, and she was talking about
sausages.
Look, that word is banned from the show, because it will end up with me in hospital. But no, actually, it might not have been on that live. It might have been inside of her challenge that she done. But she was talking about when you're doing videos sometimes, and particularly because she deals with product-based businesses, that sometimes you could go live, but the camera doesn't always actually have to be on you. So that, if you have a product, for example, and the camera's on the product, but you are voiceovering over in it, that's a great way to practice. Although eventually, if we're talking about trying to build connection to your customers and your audience, they need to see your face. So
that's where the connection comes from. So I'm a massive fan of, if that's your next step to get you there, but then ultimately people need these eyes and mouth to you can build connection without it, but that's the key to getting it faster.
Humans need to see other humans, for sure. So and I deeply believe in all the things that I teach and work with, video for me is the closest that we can get to being in a room with someone, right? Like, so I'm a great believer in using video to grow my own business, and I encourage my clients to use video for their growth strategy, and they're getting their lead strategy. So if you are watching this and you're still a bit nervous about using video to grow your business, my advice is to link up with somebody like Becky, who is an expert in these things, and teaches people how to become more confident on camera, because video is going to be the fastest way to actually build those really human connections with people that gets people to start to know, like, and trust you. So reach out to Becky for that. But anyway, one more question for you. Which question am I going to pick? What's one thing you wish you had known before you began as a video coach online?
Oh, I thought I had it all primed then before I started using video. But before I started becoming a video coach online, so I tell you my lockdown story. It's I'll keep it brief. But so I've had this business since 2016, and I'd done in-person training, but I still had my job, which would pull my focus, because I loved my team there. And I was worried about putting myself out there. It was all about getting in my own way. So what happened at the beginning of lockdown was the whole world and his wife needed to get online, and they were like, Becky, how do you do this? Becky, how do you? Because I was already a little bit visible, like a little bit like, I'm here, I can help you. And then everybody was like, we'll have anything, Becky. Yeah. And then because the need of my audience became greater than what was holding me back, then I was suddenly able to just go, do you know what? I'm here. I've put together, I moved my program online in 2 weeks because I knew how to do it. I was teaching how to do it, but I hadn't done it myself because I was busy. But I became free, and the need became greater than whatever was holding me back. So I was able to step into my identity. But what I'd wish I'd known is that you had it all in you all the time, girl, and you could have done that at any point. You did not need to wait for a global pandemic to give you permission. So if anybody out there is waiting for permission, you don't need it, and you might bring on a global pandemic. Just do it. Because I'd be saying, Remi, I wish I had like a maternity leave so I could just put 3 months into my. I just want to put this business and be an associate director down, and I'd wish for it, and then it came. But I wish I'd known that you had it in you, Becky, and people 100%. Would have taken it, like, because the need was still there, just they weren't clamoring. And then so I should have got over myself much earlier.
No, I think that's brilliant. And I said this before, I think when I was talking with Lisa Barry about this, that sometimes we get in our own way, and as you said, everything we need we've already got, right? It's inside of us, and we create these excuses that sometimes stop us from moving on. It's that thing of, I'll do it, when the kids go back to school. I'll do it when I've got 2 weeks leave. I'll do it when, and we keep putting these things up, and then we get to that point and then we still don't do it. And you're absolutely right that sometimes we just need to jump, don't we? And just give it a go. No matter what's going on, there is, sometimes it's us that stops ourselves and our progress. It's not the external factors, it's us. So that, I think that's brilliant what you said. That's a great story. It's a great story.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. You up for a quick fire round?
Oh, okay, yes. Let me have a little sip of water, please, Remi. My mind is just full of sausages from the Emma Kirkman talk, but I will not replicate that situation.
Don't. I've got flutters today already. All right. Let me get you some cool questions. You ready, girl?
I'm ready.
All right. What's your favorite junk food?
Pizza.
What's your favorite childhood TV show?
Oh, Danger Mouse came to mind instantly then, but I am a massive Rainbow Bright fan and Care Bears.
Oh, look at those fabulous earrings. Sidetrack. This is not part of the quickfire round, just a question that popped into my head. You also have a love of shoes, don't you?
I do. I don't. I've got none around me, but I have.
Where did this love of shoes come from?
So when I was a science presenter, I wear bright shoes because we had black t-shirts, which I do not wear particularly black. So I'd wear black t-shirt, coloured jeans, and then wellies if I'm in a pink wellies in a primary school, and glittery. I have to wear flats because I'm like running up and down the aisles of the stage and stuff. Yeah. So it started there, and I'm quite eclectic, but I was in a uniform, so I think it was expressing through my shoes, and then I discovered regular choice high heels, and I've got an awesome collection of shoes. And I would just wear them to the office.
Oh, wow.
And now I think I've moved to earrings because you're not seeing my feet. I don't have any shoes on ever. So, I hope when we go into the real world, I've got lots of shoes that are just sat there not doing anything. So, yeah.
I'm also a love of big earrings, but I don't have any amazing one. Your earring collection is epic, and I need to be taking some leaves out of your book. But
I like yours today, though.
My friend bought me these, they're lotus leaf ones, and I love them. But I don't ever buy myself nice things. It's another thing that I need to work on. But I accept gifts of earrings from my friends. But I love your earrings. I love big standout earrings. I just think.
Let's tell everybody watching, if they want to post me and Remi earrings, we will wear them on our videos. We accept charitable donations of earrings.
We accept all earring donations. So
we'd like them large.
Pat Butcher style, please. The bigger the better. Thank you very much. Right, let's get back to quick fire round. Quick fire round.
Sorry, we got well distracted from quick fire.
It jumped into my head as soon as you said earrings. I was like, shoes. I haven't mentioned her shoes. Okay. What's your favourite season?
This season coming, spring and summer.
Yes, the freedom season.
I've just booked a caravan holiday. I'm like,
oh, where are you going?
I'm going ridiculously 20 miles from my own house. #lockdown. I just like to be outside, and I just like caravans. I don't necessarily need to go anywhere.
I know what you're saying. A change of location is enough. It's just enough. And then if you got fresh air, lovely walks, absolutely. I'm with you on that. We've got a camper van car. It's basically a car with 8 seats, and all the seats go flat so we can sleep in it. And so we do that. Me and my daughter, we just, do you know what I mean? It's Friday, we just bugger off somewhere. Just go somewhere, go park up in a campsite and meet some people, get some fresh air, have some adventure. I love it. Absolutely love it. So when you going like Easter or later on in the year?
Yeah, 2nd of April to the 10th of April.
Yeah, I need to sort out my Easter holidays. I've been rubbish. Again, interrupted the quick fire round with chit chat. Right. Back to the quick fire round. What was your last Halloween costume?
Oh, I went as a witch, and I had big hair extensions that I crimped. I looked lovely.
And the shoes? Did you have fabulous shoes?
Obviously. Although we're not being quick again, but I would have had no black shoes, so I would have struggled. I would have had like all black witch outfit and then some kind of neon extravaganza on the bottom.
A fabulous witch. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Have you got a favourite cake? That's not the
Angel
question.
cake comes to mind.
What cake?
Angel cake, the one that's like pink, yellow, and white.
You like colourful things, don't you?
I do.
Do you snore?
No.
And I asked this question last night. I'm going to ask it again because it tickled me. Someone last week for you watching, someone gives you an elephant. You can't sell it or give it away. What do you do with the elephant?
Start a new life in a very large caravan and just tour around with my elephant.
Hello, have you met my elephant? She walks around in the woods.
My daughter's a gymnast as well, really good one. So I'd almost have like a circus.
Oh wow, yes.
Yeah, caravan gymnast. Well, I'd make her like some kind of hanging, what is it, trapeze artist, and then an elephant. I'd be made, Remi. Where does the elephant come in?
Hire a big old tent, get your elephant, your daughter, you raking the money in, got a new line of business right there.
If my son's watching, you can come too.
I love it. Okay, right. Fill in this blank for me. Taylor Swift is
an icon.
Because I thought you was going to say I don't know who Taylor Swift is, and I was just going to have to end this interview. An icon. I like that. Okay, I like that, and that's it. I think. Oh God, I can hear my daughter stirring. Hold on. You okay? Okay. That's it for my questions, Becky. We are nearing the end now. I asked this question also last week. If you were in my shoes interviewing you, is there a question that you would want me to ask you?
I know there'll be questions in the audience thinking, what are Becky and Remi using for their backgrounds? So, and if anybody is watching, I am in the comments stalking, so feel free to ask any video questions of myself and Remi. I will answer them. I'm
Absolutely.
always approachable. But the background is, oh look, mine's even hanging off. It's got lockdown fatigue. It's a vinyl backdrop and it's gaffer taped to my ceiling. And I reckon yours is a sheet, Remi.
Oh, mate, look, I'm going to show you. Here we go. Da, da, da.
That'll be the screen grab that Facebook chooses now. Both
Yeah,
of us flashing our behind the scenes.
Yeah. No, so I've got a big red sheet that I just ordered off of Amazon because red is my color. It's my favorite color and it's my brand color. And I need to iron it. I've been saying I need to iron it for about 3 months, but I don't know where the iron is, Becky. Don't know where the iron is because I never use it.
I never use mine except when I iron my vinyl sheet. Do you know you can leave it on the wall and iron it?
Well, I've just still got to find the iron. I don't know where it is. We moved about a year ago, and I don't know where the iron is. But I was thinking, you know, those steam things. I've got one of those handheld steam things. I wondered if that might get some of the lines out.
Yeah, I reckon.
I might try that.
Why are we talking about ironing? That is not what I'd like you to ask me about, Remi. I have no experience in this field.
No, but that was a really good question about the backdrops, because often, again, when it comes to doing videos, often people do worry about this earring's coming out, and they do worry about their house, like if their house isn't tidy enough, or they've, you know, or it doesn't look how they would want it to look. So then that also creates a barrier for why they might not create video. And one of the things I always say to my client is that your message and your words and your mission are way more important than what's actually behind you. But if you can do something like this that just creates a feel, that might be, you know, 20 quid's worth of spend. I don't know how much yours was, but mine wasn't a lot.
15 quid.
Yeah, that might do. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Video doesn't have to be perfect. What is important is that you show up on video and that you connect to your people and that you help your people in some way, right? So that is always way more important. I mean, if I turn this camera around and you saw the state of this room, I love you. I love you.
Is that your daughter?
I'll be a couple more minutes. Sorry. I've lost my train of thought. What was I rambling on about, Becky?
It doesn't matter what they've got behind them.
No, it doesn't. But if you are looking for something, then just go to Amazon or Google or eBay and you can find cheap backdrops or wallpapers or stickers that you can put behind you, and it doesn't have to break the bank, particularly if you're a startup and you don't have lots of money. And you've seen, me and Becky have got ours attached. You know, I've got clips, she's got gaffer tape. It works, right? It works. So it presents the image, a better image than just a blank wall. So, and
if you've got a blank wall, just wear your brand color. So if you had a white wall, you could wear a red t-shirt. I'd probably be safe in this. Yeah. Well, my brand color is hot pink as opposed to neon pink, but yeah.
Hot pink. I love it. I love it. Pink. I think my chair's sinking. No, actually, I need to lower the camera a bit. There we go. But anyway, that was the longest quickfire round I've ever done, Becky. It's all
I
good.
am not known for being concise with my answers. I was like, I've got a story or a joke, and I was like, just say one word, Becky, just say one word.
It doesn't help with me going off on tangents as well. Oh, one more thing, Becky. Like, my brain, that's how my brain works. But anyway, it's been a fun chat and I've loved talking to you. How can any of my audience that are watching, how can they get in touch with you? Or if you've got anything coming up, let us know.
So come find me on my personal profile, Becky Holmes, or my business page, Becky Holmes, using video to get your business visible. And if you want to start, I've got fabulous free training on my website. So there's one on content ideas, there's one on how to use video inside your business once you get good at it. But if you're just starting out, there's like 3 ways you can do right now to get through the confidence to get started. So my website is www.becky-holmes.com. So come and see what I've got, and and then if you want to work with me, just pop me a message anytime.
Yes, there you go. Becky is brilliant at video, so do reach out if you want to learn more about video and be more confident online using video, because it is a really powerful way to grow your business. So we are going to wrap the show, but I want to say thank you all for watching. We are still in the comments, so you can drop any questions as from now or during this. If you're watching this on replay, we will answer you all. And I will be back live next week. I nearly said the following week, next week. And yeah, come and find me in the group. Bookmark next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. for this show every week. And I just want to remind you before we go, because I am a connection building coach, that we can all change the world one conversation at a time. And I hope you all stay safe, and I will see you next week. Thanks, Becky. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.